cut our grass. I wanted to get it done. And normally, something that you'll wait on the weekend, but I totally did it like today. Let's say the next time I would hear her talk about it, she'd have been outside doing the whole herself. Trust me. What's your name?
Isabella Destiny Cash.
Give me 2 words to describe your mom. 2 things about mommy. Like you say, mommy is...
Okay, yeah. Mommy is fun to play with and mommy is fun to tuck me in.
What's one thing that you love that mommy does for you?
Give me a dress.
She gives you dresses? Mm-hmm. Is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, do you want to say, Mom, I love you, Happy Mother's Day?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Mom, I love you, Happy Mother's Day.
Now for grandma, because grandma is a mom too, right? What's something that you like that you and grandma get to do?
Play.
Like what?
Like tic-tac-toe or like dominoes.
She plays dominoes with you?
Not all the time, but not today.
Not today. But you like to do that with grandma?
I want to do that with you.
Well, let's finish talking about grandma. Tell me one thing you love about grandma.
So I love her because she always let me go in her bed. And she always tucked me in sometimes.
Okay. Thank you, Isabella. Say Happy Mother's Day, Grandma.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma and Mommy.
Nice.
Hi.
So I would like you to tell me 2 words
2 words to describe mom?
that describe mom.
I'll say dedicated
Mm-hmm.
and competitive.
Okay. What's one thing you could say, I'm grateful that I have a mom because of this?
Because she works hard. I'm pretty sure she's below her boss in level, which is CEO.
Mm-hmm.
So she works hard.
Mm-hmm.
You too. But she has an entire room full of screens having to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
And messages.
Mm-hmm.
So and competitive because Mario Party. And also she grew up with having to beat something, so having a goal.
She's very goal oriented. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So you're grateful that you have her as an example to you.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Other than the things you already said, what's one more thing you say I love about mom?
Love about mom? I say I just love her positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Also like the way she cooks.
Yes. Very nice. Okay, now don't forget, grandma is a mom too, so Mother's Day is for her as well.
She's the mom of the mom. So.
Right, she's the mom of the mom. So what's something you say I love about grandma?
She's very nifty. If you
Keep going.
She's very nifty.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes a lot of care.
Mm-hmm.
But I was can I explain the nifty?
Go ahead.
She likes to keep everything clean.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to keep things straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like me. Every morning, brush your teeth. I'm
Mm-hmm. But that's important though.
Mm-hmm. And she cleaned my bed.
Mm-hmm.
She cleaned my desk. She just does a lot of
So what
work.
you're saying is without grandma, you'd be a pretty dirty boy.
Yes, I will. I would. I will.
What's one more thing that
Also,
you say
she
you
keeps her house spot on. So
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you want to say about grandma?
lots of care.
Oh, a lot of care. Okay. Any last words from mom or for grandma?
I love you both.
And
Happy Mother's Day.
so hi, and your name is?
Lyric.
What are 2 words you would use that best describe your mom?
She's a really kind person. She always knows, whenever there's something wrong, she always could, see it. And she's always like, hey, Lyric, what's wrong? And it's oh, yeah, something is wrong, actually. So she does have an eye for that.
That's what they call mother's intuition. Yeah.
Or, even when, I don't ask for things, she just knows. The mother's intuition, as you said, right? And then, even when she's physically, you could tell that she's not having it, she's not happy at all. She just tries to maintain her composure.
Mm-hmm. She steers the ship of positivity.
Yes.
Got you.
Yeah.
Can you say one way that you're grateful that mom's in your life?
Helping with like just like more personal things, because I feel like I'm more comfortable talking to my mom, right? Like she understands me more, if that makes sense. And sorry, Dad, it's just easier to talk to Mom.
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
okay. Anything else you'd like to say for Mom or?
Mom, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Awesome sauce. Okay, one more person to talk about. You know, we have two moms in the house. Grandma is also a mom. What is one thing that you could say, man, it's so great that grandma's here because this is always this way or this, you know, it makes this thing better, you know, like that.
Well, because you have multiple children. There's me, and then there's Ben and Bella. So, and then because because you're working adults, it's more difficult to have time to go to all our school things, to go to all the extracurriculars, to even just take us out sometimes, right? So I feel like for times when you guys can be there, Grandma's there. Yeah.
Nice. Is there anything else you'd like to say about Grandma?
Like Grandma, she's very tidy and like clean. So it's like sometimes when I get back after a day of school or whatever the sort, I come back and everything's cleaned up, right? But then whenever I need to look for something, it's like, where did she put it? Like, where did it go? Even though it may look like a mess, like I know where things are. I promise I know where things are. But she puts them in different places, and it's like places you wouldn't expect.
That's cool.
Like, it's really difficult to find stuff.
But she's just still trying to help, all in all.
Yeah, I know she's trying to help, and then like at least because she's doing it, I could just go up to her and be like, "Hey, where did you put so and so?" Right.
Because it would not be good if she couldn't tell you that.
Yeah, because she was.
So
the one who
there's a
cleaned it.
method to her madness.
Yeah,
It's a method to the mayhem.
but I know like it comes from the heart.
Anything else you want to say to Mom or Grandma?
Well, I would like to say thank you so much for being such an important part of my life. I don't know if I could be where I am without y'all being here. Happy Mother's Day.
Hello and welcome to
Cash Family Values. Yay!
and today is the day before Mother's Day.
Yay!
So we wanted to do a special episode just talking about moms and how awesome moms are and how incredible we are and how much we should be paid just because we are moms. I think I'm going a little bit off topic, but yeah, moms, right, hun?
Yeah, moms. I mean, dads are around too, but it's not about us.
No,
today.
it's not your month. It's our month.
Yeah.
It's okay. You got next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like 5 ties maybe. The traditional gift.
Oh no. But yeah, I think, I guess it would be good if we just talked about our moms.
Sure.
Yeah. I have a couple of questions that I kind of want to ask
Okay.
my husband, and we could talk about it together because because we still have moms. We'll always have moms.
You're gonna make this weird, aren't you? Let's not make it weird. I'm not cutting this out either. Go ahead. Go ahead with your
Okay,
questions.
so let's start. Oh, maybe we should give them a backstory. So my mom is still my mom. My mom is still with us. The beautiful, talented, diverse, interesting, but we get to that one.
Who has her own YouTube channel, which we'll leave in the comment section. We'll link in the description.
Judy May's life, but my mother
Yes.
is Judy May Lewis, and
Miss Judy.
yes, it's Judy May's life.
I know, but people will still call her Miss Judy. You know, like terms of
Okay,
endearment
anyway,
and
we'll
respect.
leave a link to her channel, maybe up here or down there, wherever it
Wow.
goes. But you're a mom. Oh gosh. So just a disclaimer. Hopefully this one isn't gonna be a tough one.
I think I'm okay at this point. I mean, I love my mommy, but I remember this year made 10 years since she passed away.
Oh my gosh, yes. So this year makes the 10th year.
Yeah, 2013.
That's crazy.
February. I remember.
10 years is a long time. I didn't even realize it's been that long. Wow, a decade goes by so fast. But what's one thing? Well, you know what? Because it's funny, I had like 3 questions, but now even just saying that, like another question just out of the game in my head. Because I still love my mom. So like, how do you, especially on Mother's Day, like I know it's like, it's focused on me because, you know, I have the kids, but you know, is it difficult for you like during this time?
Maybe it was the first few years,
Yeah.
but eventually, you know, time, I don't think it ever heals all the wounds, but it creates a pretty nice gap, you know? That kind of, you know? I mean, if you dive down, if you go into that rabbit hole, you go pretty far and you could, but I try not to go there. I mean, even on the anniversary, like early this year, my sister, hey Laura, I love you, happy Mother's Day to you too.
Happy Mother's Day.
She had posted some stuff on Facebook. I didn't really engage. Not that I don't agree with what she was saying, it's just like I didn't want to.
When everyone, I'm sure, too, deals with grief and loss differently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I just tuck it away in a dark place that's never to be opened or unlocked again ever again. No, I love my mommy, and you know, she was.
Well, what's one of the best moments or memories that you have?
To be honest, moving out, I think. And that sounds funny, but no, if you get the whole story, moving out, when I moved away from home and came here,
Yeah.
you know, like in the first episode when you said I followed you here or whatever.
Yes. When you I was just about to say when you followed me.
When I followed her here,
Yes. Finally admits it.
it literally was like probably a saving grace for me and my mom's relationship in terms of, because you know that age-old term, familiarity breeds contempt. I guess when you're around someone,
Or distance makes the heart grow fonder. It's
well,
kind of a
they
combination of both.
they go together. That made it where we didn't have that everyday scuffle of back and forth. And like every time I would go there, and especially after I started having the kids, when I used to take them home, the first thing mommy would ask me, hey, what you need? What you need for them? She'd take, okay, what you need? We go shopping. She'd go shopping, we buy whatever we need. If we need formula, you know, if they were still on that, whatever like that. And she would do all that. And then every day before she go to work, while I there, she like, you need a car? If I need it, I'll drop her to work and I'll walk her stuff in for her and do it. So, you know, so I feel like our relationship got stronger.
Right, because when you moved
Because we had
away.
that separation, and
Yeah.
when we got back together, you know, everything was cool and everything was, you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't no time for arguing when we was around each other. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, let's enjoy the moment of being around each other. You know.
I would say my happiest moment, I guess, growing up would be like the one time, I don't even know if my mom remembers this. I must have been 5 or 6 when she, you know, I got dressed for school, same old routine. And then it was super early. That's the one thing I remember. I remember in my head thinking it's earlier than normal, but you know, whatever, I'm a kid. And I fell asleep in the car, and when I woke up, we were at the airport.
Oh,
And I was like,
That's pretty
wait,
nice.
what's going on? And it was a surprise trip to Disney World
oh, nice.
in Orlando. So that, I think that was like the best memory by far that I love. Now that we're adults, and we're kind of grown up, because you know, as you're growing up and you're subjected to rules, and however your mom, your dad, you know, whatever their structure is, or whatever lessons they're teaching you. And what do you think is like one lesson that you are happy that you were taught by your mom when you were growing up? But just one lesson in general.
I don't know if it was a lesson or like it's like something like a trait I learned from her. And I know you get mad at me all the time because I think I do a lot of this. Sometimes when I do work for people, I do stuff. Sometimes you'll find me doing things for free or whatever, and you'd be like, what? And you
The servant's art.
right. Like my mom, she was big on that. Seeing that she never was really asking for nothing in return. It was just literally to a fault, you know, just doing stuff like she used to do stuff at church. And these things we don't have no bit of recognition, you know what I mean? Because, you know, some people say, okay, I'm gonna do this, and, you know, in the limelight, you know.
They do it for the recognition.
Whatever the case, but, you know, she was all about that anonymity and just
Being in the background.
right,
Yeah.
instrumental. And I definitely follow that. And definitely a lesson I learned from, at least another from how she do things, is like the excellence, like always trying to be really, really good with it. Like, and I can't say it on YouTube, but I mean, I probably could say it, but you know,
I don't know what you're thinking, but don't. Yeah.
Not doing a half job.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you have some people, you know, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I could get that done for you," and then they especially
like,
when
no,
it's
whatever.
free. Because sometimes you like some people get the mentality when it's free. Oh, I'm gonna just throw something together, whatever. But no,
Right.
But
Right.
you know, still doing an excellent job, and you know, I definitely got that from her. That's a lesson she taught me. Yeah. What about you? So many lessons.
So
I'm
many
sure. I know a lot of
So
lessons.
many lessons. But my mom really taught me to be able to do a lot of things on my own, not really having to depend on anyone, which I guess, same way you said, you know, how your lessons kind of, I get upset about it. This particular lesson is good and bad in itself because I had to learn it. I can't have that same mentality in a marriage. Yeah, I have to allow my husband to do stuff, but if he isn't able to do whatever it is, I am
You can get it
fully
done.
capable of getting it done. And that is definitely a lesson that I have learned from my mom.
And that's definitely a lesson that I always will be reminded of because, and that would make sure, like, if it's something that she asked me to do, I'm gonna make sure I try to get it done because if I don't, I can see her like, okay, case in point, this example, to cut our grass, I wanted to get it done. And normally, you know, something that you'll wait on the weekend, but I totally did it like today and yesterday because it's a big yard. So I did the back yesterday and the front today. But I saying the next time I would hear her talk about it, she'd have been outside doing the mow herself.
Mowing the
Trust me. If any of you out there know her, trust me, you know that. So yeah, but
And
it's a good motivator.
I've had to learn to be patient as much as I can, even with that, to give him the.
But about your mom again. Let's get back to who we're talking about. We're talking about moms.
Well, mom, right?
Yeah.
Me.
She taught you to be very independent, which
Yes,
is awesome.
yes, very, very, very independent, and that's something I want to make sure that I pass down to the kids as well. But with, of course, with a mix, especially with my daughters, you need to be able to know how to do stuff on your own. Especially with our son, you need to be able to do stuff on your own, especially as a man growing up, not to be dependent or not to now grow up and expect your wife to be your mother because she's not. I don't know, you know, where I would be or what kind of woman I would be if I didn't have my mom, especially growing up and being able to just speak life over me or encourage me to do things or just stick up for me, go to the school and fight people.
Wow.
Okay,
Yes.
she's never physically
had an
fought
altercation.
someone,
Yeah.
but she has shown up at my school
Threatened.
a few times.
She's threatened.
And I would say, because that was going to be another question, if you could think of one word to describe your mom, I would definitely say protective for my mom. She's she's like a lioness. She's a go-getter, get her done, but she's gonna protect her cubs. And I was the only little cub in the den. Is it cub or den? Is it den or cubs? I don't
Lion's
even know.
den,
Lion's
so-
den. So like a den. Okay, cool. So I was in the den. I was the only cub
I
in the
think
den.
the pride is the family.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. We got to learn our animals. But anyway, yeah, so she was very protective and still is protective of me, more so now. She's protective of our kids, her grandkids. I think she's like kicked me out of the den and now she's welcoming all the babies in there. But yeah, protective for sure.
For sure. My mom, I would say she's protective too, but she was like a no-nonsense person.
Yeah.
Like in our house, and this is not like a bad thing or whatever, but my dad, you know, my sister had his heart. You know, she was a daddy's girl.
All girls,
So
I think.
it was like anything she would ask, daddy gonna take care of it. But mommy was like, okay, what
What
you
do you
talking about
need?
now? Like she was like, let's get a little logical and let's be real or whatever. So but people sometimes think, oh, women are more emotionally driven, which she was, she had her feelings or whatever. But no, she was a realist when it comes to certain things too. And I guess when it comes to a business mind, she had that. So
If there was one thing you could say to your mama you would want her to know,
Oh,
what
wow.
would it be?
I would just hope she knows the impact she had on my life and both my parents, but just in the way I do a lot of the things that I do, a lot of that comes from, her. And then even when it comes to things I'm messing up in or things I do wrong, whatever, like I could in my head hear her disappointment, or I could see her face. And then there's one, I don't understand. Like that's another thing that happened when I moved away. Somehow she got better at knowing something was going on with me.
Mother's intuition.
Like even if me and you was fighting over something, she'd be like, "What happened? What you say to Kareem?" And that's the first thing. I'm like, "What I said? What do you mean? What she said? What she did, or whatever." So definitely, hopefully, she knows the impact she's had, and wanting her to know that all three of her babies, John, Laura, and me, miss her and love her very much. That's about it. You okay? Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's funny because, my mom is here, but I would hope that she knows that I honestly love her more than I can ever say or express. And I know that I'm not the best at expressing certain things. Like you probably say some people would call me hard.
She made you strong, and
That's
sometimes
what it is.
it could come off as, a little.
What's that?
A little, rugged or
Yeah. I said I'm a if you get to know me, I'm a sweetheart, but I'm not
I'm still getting to know you.
I'm not as emotional as most. I think women, I don't even know how to call it, business oriented. Although I'm very emotional with this one when it's necessary, like certain times.
Yeah, anger, disappointment, mood swings,
gosh.
very emotional. Yeah.
I was not
agree.
talking about that kind of.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so I might not show it easily. I don't know, but Mom, because I know you are going to watch this at some point.
She's one of our subscribers. One of the hundreds of thousands of subscribers that we have.
I
And by
love
the
how
way,
my husband just talks.
by the
about-
way, we segue into that right now. If you like what we're saying or
Oh.
like any of the content that we've,
Subscribe,
please click the bell
ring
notification.
the bell. You just
button.
said it in the middle of what I was saying to my mom.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, so rude. Mommy, I love you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you have done, even for us, and that you continue to do on a day-to-day basis. I love you, I love you, I love you. And our daughter just came walking in. So this might
baby.
be... But now that we have a visitor, do you want to close this out and tell them thanks for watching Cash Family Values?
Yeah.
Hopefully
Before
they
you
can
close
hear you.
out, we just want to wish all of the mothers out there
Yes.
a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day!
No matter if you married, single,
Come here.
whatever the case, you are appreciated.
Mommy,
Yes.
you
Your kids may not show it all the time,
Daddy,
but trust me, as they grow, they'll know, and they'll hopefully show it more to you that you are appreciated, you are loved, you are a jewel and just an irreplaceable part of their lives.
Yes. And so, sometimes you may not feel appreciated. And so just know that you are making an impact and you are raising the next generation of lawyers, doctors, presidents, whatever you name it. So just keep keeping on and know that what you are doing is making a significant impact. So happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day.
Bella, do you want to tell everybody happy Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Go ahead, but you can't do it with your finger in your mouth.
Happy Mother's Day.
Now tell them thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.